Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the PHAT Muscle Project podcast. It's question of the week time with Lisa and myself. Lisa, this is a good one. I don't know how many times you and I have been asked this, and even if our listeners know, I think this is important because we have a lot of coaches out there, and they're going to have clients to work with. So go ahead with our question of the week.
The question is, how much should I really hydrate? I keep hearing all these different things, anywhere from half your body weight in pounds plus 15 ounces to almost double that recommendation. And also, does the water that I cook my oats with or from coffee, tea, etc., count towards that? Take it away.
Okay, so I'll be curious to see what you think. So over the years, because I'm old man Gorman, I've been doing this since 2007. I have simplified this for my clients. I can tell everyone right now I don't track my water. I just track how many shaker cups I have. But that's not what I'm gonna that's not what I'm gonna say to everyone. There's a couple different things that you need to monitor. First of all, let's talk about urine color. Back when I did Body for Life, that's one of the first things I remember learning. Bill Phillips talked about your pee should be straw colored. It shouldn't be clear. It shouldn't be a dark yellow. Of course, if you take a multi, sometimes you'll see a neon. Like, we're not talking about that. It should just be like straw. Think about straw or hay colored. And that to me is it shows that too much water, you pee super clear, you're also leaching out electrolytes, sodium, for example. So you don't want that. And obviously, if you're peeing dark, you're dehydrated. So that straw colored is a good level, and that can be different for each one of us because as I sit here at my computer all day, if I drink a gallon of water, I am literally peeing nonstop all the time, but also don't have a lot of salt in my diet. So there's all these different factors. But in a general overarching recommendation, what I've figured out for men and women is simply this. Ladies, I like to see drink at a minimum 3 liters a day. So a liter, if you have 4 liters, that's a gallon, basically, right? So 3 liters a day, four if you're a sweater, you're working out really hard. But test it out with three. And if you're peeing nonstop and your straws pee and your pee is straw colored, that's fine. So 3 to 4 liters a day, excuse me. And then guys, anywhere from 4 to 6 a day seems to be enough because you have more muscle, you're a little bit bigger. So that's a gallon to a gallon and a half. And anywhere in those ranges, to me, I've found is so much easier to just tell people that than worry about take your body weight, drink half your body weight, or because what if you have a lot of body fat, right? Like all these different things. What if you're active? What if you're not? Because there are these outlying things. I've got a client who, if they work construction in the summertime, that goes way out the window. Like, I need to make sure their salt's high. I need to make sure they're drinking a couple gallons of water, plus they're working out. So all those things kind of matter, but just kind of a base general recommendation, start there. And that's as simple as I can make it. And I don't think anyone can go wrong with that as long as you adjust for what you need. What do you think, Lisa?
Yeah, I think usually I run into two camps of people, either people that drink way too little. So we're talking about females, maybe a liter, liter and a half type of thing, and or more in the physique space, I have seen horrendous or crazy recommendations in the sense of 5 liters or 4.5 or whatever, which I think is just simply too much for a small petite female. Again, if for males, a very different story. As you said, it does need to be adjusted. So I think you're smack on right with being in the middle of that. Anywhere, like if we draw as a baseline 2.5 to 3 liters, and then again, as you said, depending on how much cardio do you do, like because for instance, let's take me. I hardly sweat at all when I work out. I do work out very hard. Don't
Yep.
get me wrong, but I'm just not a sweater. I've never have sweated very much. It needs to be very hot or humid for me to be sweating. And then there are other people, they walk up a flight of stairs and they sweat a ton. So of course, adding on to that. So I take 2.5 liters sort of as my baseline, and then I drink 3 because I usually work out. And I do not count liquid that I put into oats or whatever into that. However, with the coffee, because some people say, okay, coffee is a diuretic. Coffee is not, caffeine is. So, you know, if you drink decaf, it's a different story. Or if you take caffeine pills, that's a different story too. So even if you drink a regular coffee and you might have 8 ounces of that, you're still gonna get, let's just say, like maybe 6 in terms of hydration back. So I would count herbal teas, and you know, water-based coffee. Your latte definitely not, but water-based coffees I would count towards that. Of course, any water that's in a smoothie, shake, etc. Yes, or even in a soup probably as well. But generally speaking, I can only agree with what you're saying. Females sort of 3 liters as a baseline, men at least 4 liters, upwards of that, as the baseline, and then adjusting depending where you live, what time of the year it is, how much activity you do, and what kind of activity. The only other thing I would add to that is, if your sleep is generally impaired anyway, and you wake up numerous times. I mean, yeah, we've spoken about the fact that that can come down to like hormonal levels, but just be mindful of like a cutoff time, and that should likely be earlier than what most people think. They think, oh, I stopped drinking like an hour or two before I went to bed. Yeah, your body takes a lot longer for that water to go through. It might even be worth, you know, cutting off at 4 p.m., as crazy as that sounds. Of course, if you're working out late, that's not going to work out so well, but generally speaking, a hydration cutoff line time could be helpful when it comes to not getting up too many times throughout the night.
I agree 100%. One of my clients, Warren, just flew in, stayed at my house for one night. He got in at 7 o'clock. We went straight to the gym. I needed to look at him and he needed to train. So I went ahead and got my workout in there as well because I was going to be there. And I drank one shaker, 20 ounces with EAAs. And I was in bed at midnight. And that was the last fluids I had, was probably about 8 o'clock, 8:30. I still had to get up and go to the bathroom twice in the middle of the night just from that. So like you said, if you train later in the evening, of course you need to hydrate around your workouts, most important time. But you should also head into your workout hydrated. You should already be hydrated from the day, and then you take in enough to help get you through the workout. You don't need to overhydrate. You don't need to save most of your water for around then. You just need to have enough to get through the workout. So I think these are really good points. I like these questions of the week. You guys can check out the show notes, send us questions, anything you want. It can be anonymous. We can give you a shout out, topics that you want to hear, guests you want to see on the show. And if you guys want to come check out the Fat Muscle Academy, it's in there, phatmuscleproject.com. Tickets are on sale. They're only $99. You can see a whole host of people present, and it's next level. So we hope to see you there. Appreciate this topic today, Lisa. For myself and Lisa, we will see you guys next time.
Thank you.